Oh, Chase, do you want to test and see if they fix the right person peak real quick?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was waiting to
Just stay there. Tell me when you can see me. I'll tell you when I can see you. I can see you.
can't see you. I can't see you right now.
I can see you.
Okay, I can see your elbow and your foot
I can
right
see your
now.
elbow and your entire leg.
I can barely see your foot right now.
Look at the
Like just the
stream.
toes.
Look how much I can see you
Yeah.
on the stream.
Wow, that's way more than come out just a little bit farther.
I can see your whole shoulder and basically the whole right side of your body now.
Come out to
The
where you
left
can
side.
see my head.
See your head.
Yeah, I can just see your elbow and your toes.
So they didn't
Right
do
now.
shit about it. Can you see my thigh? I can see like
No,
your
I can see like
entire
this.
half side of your body.
I can see a sliver of your knee. Here, I'll take a picture and text it to you.
Okay.
I am Batman. I mean, average sniper.
Hey, what's up everybody? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another PUBG video. Now, let me explain that intro to you a little bit. But before we get into the nitty-gritty technical details, I just want to say that I love PUBG. I guess I am complaining about the game, but I'm not complaining just to complain. This is a legitimate problem, and the only way we can get these problems fixed is if we complain about them. So it's not that I don't like the game, it's that I love the game and I want these issues to be fixed. But I honestly don't think the PUBG devs care enough to do this, unless there's something else holding them back. So let's get right into it, guys. I've got 4,000 hours in PUBG, and I didn't know about this exploit until I saw a wacky jacky video about it. And I thought it was something new. I was like, well, I guess I shouldn't lean around corners anymore if I expose less of my body by just doing a full body peek. No lean. But upon further investigation, I found out that this has actually always been like this. This is how the game has been designed. And I figured that out because I believe Wacky Jackie and some other big YouTubers' videos got popular enough that everybody started using this exploit. Have you ever wondered why sometimes when you lean out from behind a tree and you get your reticle right to the point where you can shoot around it or a corner, but you get killed by a guy that looks like he's also leaning, but you can barely even see him? Have you ever wondered why that happens? We've all thought it was just lag and desync up to this point, but no, this is the explanation for it. The game has always been like this. If you peek right with your full body, not lean, just peek right, which means move to the right of a corner or an object so that you can see around it, you will expose much less of your body to the enemy than when you lean. And this is only when you're doing peeking around the right side of objects. It does not work on the left side of objects. So like that lean I'm doing right there, that's how you should do it. But what people have been doing is not leaning, just doing the peek like you saw at the beginning of this video. And as you could see, it is so overpowered. I could see at least half of my teammate's body, and he could only see a few pixels of my body. And in some situations, you won't see the enemy at all. So you combine this exploit with the lag and the desync that already exists in this game, and it's a perfect recipe for getting shot around corners by people that you cannot even see. And I don't know about you, but I think this is unacceptable. I mean, completely unacceptable. I mean, this is a game breaker. I mean, after 4,000 hours of playing PUBG, trying to play it correctly, using the lean feature that they put in to lean around cover to expose less of my body, I've actually been exposing more of my character than I ever knew. And the reason that I figured out that this isn't a new bug is because I read what PUBG had to say about it in their latest 6.2 update patch, which, by the way, is what we just tested it in. We tested it in the 6.2 test server. Here's what they say about right peeking / leaning. This is a direct quote from PUBG. Historically, when moving to the right around objects in PUBG without peeking or leaning, much less of your character was shown than if you moved out to the left. This recently received increased visibility in the community, leading to players using this mechanic to their advantage more often, which has led to some frustration. Now hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. I was so pissed off when I read this. Sorry for the language, but man, this really pissed me off. First off, they say historically. That means it's always been a problem. Historically, when moving to the right around objects in PUBG, much less of your character was shown than if you moved out to the left, okay? So it's always been a problem. Why are they now just addressing it? Let's see. This recently received increased visibility in the community. Why? Because some big YouTubers started making videos about it. Okay? That's the only reason they're responding to this. They've always known it was a problem, but they're only addressing it because some big YouTubers made videos about it and showed people how to do it and brought the problem to the surface. Okay, so this recently received increased visibility in the community, leading to players using this mechanic to their advantage more often, which has led to some frustration. Yes, it has led to some fucking frustration. Frustration since day one. Frustration for a player like me that has 4,000 hours in the game and is not a player that cheats or looks up how to do exploits or anything like that. I feel like I've been cheated by the PUBG system, by the developers. Honestly, I do. I feel like I've been completely cheated by them because I've been trying to play the game the correct way by using the lean feature that's only supposed to expose your upper body and your head. But apparently, I could have killed people much easier by not leaning and just peeking my body out, which basically defies the fucking laws of physics. And the thing that makes me the most mad is they always knew about this and they didn't decide to try and do something about it until big YouTubers made videos about it. And here's the next paragraph. This mechanic is closely tied to the fundamental design of the PUBG gunplay system, making it difficult to resolve the issue completely without potential adverse changes to the feel of PUBG gunplay. What does that even mean? Does that mean they're too lazy to fix it? Does that mean this is how the game was built and they just said, fuck it, we're cool with this, we just won't say anything about it and hope too many people don't figure it out? Or does it mean they have to make such a major change that gunfights would actually feel different and you'd have to relearn how to play the game, how to peek corners? I don't know. I am very upset about this. They said, here's the next paragraph. With that said, as we announced earlier this month in response to community concern, we'll be making a change in this patch to reduce the advantage gained when peering at your opponent from the right side of objects by exposing more of the player model. We just tested that patch and it still sucks. Believe it or not, it was actually worse than that before the 6.2 update, but it is still bad. So here's what they said they were going to do to fix it. Players viewing their opponent from the right side of objects will now have more of their body exposed. The player's head will lean slightly more towards the scope when ADS'd, so that character's head is more exposed. We saw that, and we were only able to see like a pixel of the head, while I could see, the guy that was using the exploit, I could see like the whole half of the other player's head that was on the left corner. And then they said they made adjustments to some weapons to have characters' bodies be more exposed when peering to the right of objects. To some weapons. What does that even mean? To me, that means they can't fix it and they're just trying to appease the community here. Okay, I went on a rant there. I went on a total rant. But honestly, you know, to some people, PUBG is just a casual game. They get on and, well, I don't know how many people it's a casual game for. Most people that still play it are pretty serious about it, but there are tons of people that work jobs and go to school, and they just like to have some battle royale action, and PUBG is the game they go to because there's not really any other realistic popular battle royales out there that have enough players to start matches. PUBG is the one if you don't want to play Fortnite or Apex Legends. This is the game. And to have a mechanic like this that people don't know about that's getting them killed, making people think that they're doing something wrong. Oh, I need to improve my peek game. Oh, that guy's peek was better than mine. I could barely see him. No, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just the victim of a broken game that the developers are refusing to fix. Why? Is it because they've made their money and they just don't care? Is it because PUBG is programmed so poorly that they would have to completely rewrite the code from the ground up to fix these bugs? I don't know. Is it because they just don't care? I don't know. Leave your comments below, guys. I'm really curious to see what you have to say, what you have to think about this. I just want to know. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Later.